Good morning, everybody, and thank you for tuning into Iowa Live this morning. Yes, we're showing colors of team spirit this morning, but you've probably noticed something I've been wearing every single day this month, and that is a gold ribbon as we're continuing to celebrate or support, I want to say is a better word, for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And I wanted to bring in two incredible individuals that Lou and I had the chance to meet, courtesy of Leukemia Lymphoma Society, as their girl Ayla was Girl of the Year this year for that Man Woman of the Year campaign and fundraiser, and we were able to meet you guys, an amazing family with an incredible story to share. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about your story with your precious little princess. Take us through what you guys have been through so far.
So about a year and a half ago, Ayla started getting sick, cold off and on, not feeling very well. So to go fast, she kind of went through a couple rounds of testing. They didn't find a lot up front. After about 2 weeks, they came back, and we were in the hospital with some more testing and found out that it was leukemia. So the first 9 months, we were in the hospital, probably 70 days, staying there off and on. Over this treatment, we have been in there on Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween,
4th of July.
4th of July, about every holiday. So,
And we're talking about how old is she?
She's 3 when she was diagnosed.
Three when she was diagnosed.
And yep, turned 4 in April. So she has battled this as best as anybody could, better than I ever would be able to. She has never complained about anything, always cares for others, and this kind of drive that we're talking about kind of came out of that.
Absolutely.
We went from not being able to take any medicines at all to her being able to take pills herself. So watching a 3 and 4-year-old now is crazy, just seeing her.
Know that she's doing something that's going to save her life.
Yeah, exactly.
But also watching her grow up way too soon.
Yeah, I mean, you see someone that doesn't know how to say her ABC or count to 20, but she can identify all the chemotherapy medicines
And she
she's
knows
taking.
what they feel like and what it does, what Zofran does for her, what some of the other chemos are.
And she's had about 20 spinal taps. She goes in monthly now instead of weekly, and takes her chemo through her port, takes an oral pill at home, and is living life. She's doing really well.
Yeah, if you've ever met her, you would never know of everything that she's been through. She's an absolutely incredible girl, as we've been showing you with those photos from the LS Gala, but also the reality of when she spends a lot of time in the hospital bed as well. And that's why we want to continue to talk about this and the awareness that needs to be brought to childhood cancers. So let's talk about why there needs to be an awareness. You sent me a graphic that kind of explains it. Amy, explain what that means.
Yes, so basically 1 in 285 kids are diagnosed with cancer, and right now the government only supports about 4% of funding. And why we talk about awareness all the time is just because it creates funding, because the more people that we can get involved and know about it, and then obviously that trickles down to research and better medicines. And you know, most of the medicines that Ayla has right now are from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and you know, when they told us when she was diagnosed what are the advancements in medicines, really there's not many advancements. So I mean, that kind of,
And you're talking decades. Not very many advancements.
right, and that's a problem to me, especially knowing how many kids, and let alone in the Des Moines area, that are being treated at blanks. I feel like we have a huge circle of, there's about over, I want to say 200 some moms that are in the oncology group in Des Moines. And it's a problem.
And that medicine, you know, they've made some advancements, but where they've made advancements with this money is the research they've been able to do. They've been able to pinpoint exactly the types of genes in these cancer cells and how to better attack them. They've been able to put together an appropriate chart to know that your body weight and your mass and what you need to be taking to help kind of cure that a little bit better. So they've made advancements, but the 4% is obviously just not enough.
There's so much more work to do, and we have another visual to kind of show you. And not saying that funding for any diseases out there isn't well-deserved and necessary, but when you kind of take a look at this and see how much, in comparison to, let's say, M&Ms in a glass, how much is given to breast cancer, and then a list of everything else, and I'm sure you can recognize something that on that list that you probably have a family member or friend that's going through.
And even, you know, we have, our aunt is actually battling breast cancer, and my uncle has brain cancer. So it's not, that what we don't care about the other cancers. It's just that the kids, for some reason, the government will not fund as much.
That's just to put things in perspective.
Perspective of where the funding is going.
Right.
And
Where federal funding is.
They're not able to take the medicines that adults take, so there's a lot of hoops to jump around that for children.
They need special attention.
Yes.
Okay, so let's bring it down to a little bit more of a reality besides talking about it, getting that awareness out there. So hopefully we can open up your hearts, maybe even your wallets this morning. Some might be like, okay, giving me the concept of let's cure cancer might be a little overwhelming. What's something easy I can do that I know I'm making a difference? And you guys have found a way of doing so.
So Ayla, every time she gets her port accessed, when she gets her chemo through her port, or when she gets a sedation, in her back they put methotrexate in her spine, and so they always put a Band-Aid over it, and they're usually just the generic plain really sticky Band-Aids. And so we thought, we always ask the nurses if we can have a character Band-Aid because they're a little bit less sticky, and she likes ripping them off herself. And
you get to pick out of a box,
and
right? She's in control at that point.
They're fun. So you kind of put something out on social media saying, hey, anybody want to donate some Band-Aids? And look how people have already responded.
So what happened was the nurses basically said that they have been buying them themselves because we're like, how do you guys get the character Band-Aids? And she's like, oh, well, we just usually try to get them ourselves once in a while.
The nurses buy them.
Yeah, so I was like, you guys don't need to be doing that. We can help with that.
Which is similar of teachers buying supplies for the classroom.
100%.
All because they care.
Yeah, and so anyway, I just wrote on Facebook thinking I would get, 10, 20 boxes, and they started flooding in. We would just get packages at our doorstep, tons and tons of packages. So we brought them into blanks. We had 240 boxes our first round. And which is quite a bit, obviously. And so the nurses were excited, and they're like, oh, it's like Christmas. So we were excited to see their excitement about it. And from there, we've continued to keep trickling them in, and we sent a box to U of I to share a little bit, and then we have another set.
200 about. So we've collected over 550 now.
That is awesome.
And we have some more trickling in. So it's been incredible. And if the post office is watching, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I'm sure they that first day it was fun. It was great coming home, and Ayla was so excited. They were piled up outside the door and just.
I'm sure there are people watching saying this is that was an awesome thing, an awesome outpour, and I want to make it even bigger. What's the easiest way to get you some Band-Aids?
So I think the best way to do this. So I guess first off, our hope is to continue to do this yearly. If we can make this kind of a drive every year, a yearly tradition. We've had our daughter's dance companies jump in and help out. We've had local banks. We've had workplaces. We've had all kinds of people start these. So this has been incredible for us. I think that the easiest and best way to make it logistically simple as possible is Blank Children's Hospital, and notifying when you drop off the donation that it's there for Child Life, and we will work with them to make sure it goes to the right spot.
And we want to let everybody know, if you want, there's other things that they're looking for at this time. So obviously we love the continuation of funding for childhood cancers, and so we can continue the research and we can get to that cure. But if you need to look at it in another way, by buying a box of Princess Band-Aids could uplift a child this month and beyond. unitypoint.org/blankchildren's/services Child Life will take you to a website that gives you a list of things that they're looking for right now, and Band-Aids is one of the things on that list.
And a lot of things too, to jump in, a lot of things what that list includes is when children are there in the hospital. Like we were there for 10 or 12 days and we're stuck in a confined room. So think college dorm, but smaller in some ways, connected to cords. We're stuck in there as a family. Child Life does an incredible job of coming down, making sure our son has something to do. Our daughter has all the toys and Play-Doh and things you can play with. But as you expect with Play-Doh or any toy, they have to throw it away afterwards because of bacteria. So that's where those donations really come in. Some of these families are stuck on that floor for weeks and weeks at a time, months for some people. So any little thing like that just helps lift the spirits of those kids.
Well, use that for an excuse to check out the list.
Or even like snacks. I know the Ronald McDonald House, they always have snacks, like granola bars or goldfish, fruit snacks.
Yeah, so then that's right there that Child Life Access is
All
as
right,
well.
we see
Well,
what we can
thank
do.
you for starting a Band-Aid movement
Yeah.
that can hopefully lead to so many more things. I mean, your daughter has inspired so much, from clothing that children can wear for an easy port access to now a drive as simple as Princess or Superhero Band-Aids that can truly uplift a child who's going through cancer, because we need to find a cure. Wear your gold ribbons with pride. Talk about it. Let's see if we can make a difference this month, but beyond.
It's the Iowa version of Band-Aid.
Yeah, right, good.
exactly.
There you go.
So good to see you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for
too.
being here
Appreciate it.
today.